Hi everybody, it's Steve Olson. It is July 3rd, 2016, WSO. Taking a look tonight first at Newmeyer Station, where we see a object in the sky above the station. We have 1 in 144 frames that are available to us at the time of this video, and you will see it, and I'll just run through it and then we'll walk through it very, very slowly together here in a minute, but this will just kind of be at a little bit faster speed so you can see it. Truly incredible. Okay, now let's just take a little closer look at this. Okay, so you can see that this particular loop, starts on the third, so it could be a little confusing. It's just the way that they set up the frames in this thing. So it starts where it ends, but then we go right to this. It should go to the second right away. But anyway, point being is let's just kind of look at it and find some of the time here would be 140 UTC, and let's just blow this up a little bit and see what we can make of it, and then just kind of play around with the image as it's sitting there. Just an interesting image. Is it some kind of a planet? Is it some kind of a spacecraft? I don't know, but what it is extremely interesting. So I just wanted to show you this and show that weird things are happening again in the South Pole, which is kind of normal for my channel to find. We find South Pole stuff all the time. So let's look to the north now. Let's go up to Alaska and see what we're seeing up there on the other pole. Exhibit 1 from Alaska, Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016. And we just have some very attentive, because these cameras only stay up for a little while, and so we've had some attentive and very good subscribers have been collecting this data and then giving it to me so that I can archive it. But this is amazing, and I'm going to show how we can see in Alaska a very interesting object. Now, check this object out that appears underneath the sun in this time lapse that I'm showing by stringing together these still shots that were provided by the FFA camera in Wainwright. Now, here in a second I'll show you where Wainwright is. But check this out. As it comes over, you can actually see, what I should really do is stretch this out a little bit. Let's try that. So what you can really see is the light actually bouncing off of an object. Now, could that be some kind of a balloon or some kind of a prop, or who knows, right? I don't know, I suppose. But wait till you see all the other images I see of it again too. And it seems to be moving, what would look like it would be moving around the planet clockwise. Yeah, that's right. It looks like a clockwise rotation. Anyway, so you can see there that there's stripes on it and everything. It's pretty cool. Pretty good imagery here. And let's go take a look and see where Wainwright is by going to our handy dandy FAA weather cam locator, and we go to Wainwright on here on this here map. And I will put the link below so you can go look at these FAA cameras yourself. Here's Wainwright, and it is showing Wainwright to be in the far north part of Alaska. So Wainwright, we were seeing it from the east 8 days ago, and now we're seeing it from the west, as I'm going to show you here in a second. Okay, what we're looking at here is one of the FAA weather cams based in Gustavsdok, looking west in Alaska. And what's really interesting about this is you can actually start to see the features of this object as we roll through this, and I'll show it to you on this on my software here. You can start to see some of the features of this texture of it, if you will, of whatever it is. And what's really interesting is we got a good long shot of it where it went right across the sky there. So as you're looking west from this Gustavsdok, this is what you're seeing, okay? Right? Now, let's see where Gustavsdok is real quick. And where it is actually just by Juneau, Alaska. So it's right in this zone here. And what you'll notice is Gustavsdok is still on, and it looks west. And you could pull up Stellarium, and you could actually see which constellation that this object is showing up in. And if we've got somebody in the Juneau, Alaska area that wants to pull out a telescope and tell us if there's something there and photograph it, that would be wonderful. But that is where this particular cam is. Okay. So we're starting to see the the rainbows in the sky with no rain that are upside down again, which is interesting. This comes out of the United States. The next photograph we're going to take a look at is this square cloud. You know, I really like square clouds. I haven't seen them before. It's like a new design in the sky. I wonder what they're going to call it, Squareliatus or something. Bill Gates has promised to help WSO, tongue-in-cheek, kidding around, but yeah, he'll take credit for it when it comes out. Just, you know, he won't give us credit. No way, no way. Here's a nice a little orb shot behind the sun as it's rising, which is pretty interesting. Now this next series of 3 I want to really take a look at. What's interesting about this is she was sending me the picture to kind of take a look at this orb, but what was more interesting to me was this activity that was going up here in the cloud layer. Is that some kind of a planet and something floating in front of the planet? Very, very compelling shots of some circular either cloud formation or something that looks like faintly seeing a planet or the bottom of a planet in the sky. So these are just incredible photographs. Again, here's the last one, and it's just kind of close up so you can kind of see what it looks like. Here's just a little interesting little segment from Media War UK's web channel, 68 subscribers. I just subbed it. But look at this. You got the sun down to the lower left, and then you've got this other object that he captured through the clouds, clearly up to the right. And this is in the UK. Unbelievable. Let's take a couple. Okay, so this is from Gamble in the Southwest, and I'll show you this in a second because I went and picked up the same clip that Mr. MBB333 had on that Hawaii cam. And check this out. Doesn't that remind you of what Mr. MBB had on his channel? But look, it's almost got some kind. It almost appears to be some kind of a fog, and some kind of a lens effect also here, but still the same. You know, kind of like. I wonder if it's something that is not necessarily visual, but still projects onto a digital camera. I wonder if some effects might do, like let's say a burst of energy or a let's say radiation burst, gamma burst or something. Would that show up on a camera that doesn't show up necessarily on, you know, in with the eyes? Because you can see a plane goes and takes off or lands there during this episode of this. Now let's go to the MBB series here real quick and just compare it. Now here's that footage that we got from same camera that Mr. MBB333 caught the other day that was so remarkable from the Canadian-French Hawaii telescope area, where they have that, basically it's facing east, right? And doesn't this remind you of what we saw in just now on that in Alaska? You know, it's just amazing. I don't know what it is. I don't think anybody really does have an answer for this particular mystery. So let the ideas roll below and let's see what we can come up with. But it's just an amazing, you know, an amazing coincidence, I guess is what I would say, in terms of the way the phenomenon looks. But it's like one is in the night and one is in the day. And then just kind of going back to the close-up of the thing that we saw in Gamble Southwest again, just to compare. Oh my, I can't answer it. I don't know what it is. Well, to finish off the video, a lot of compelling evidence today, guys. I mean, it's getting easier, like I said, easier and easier to find compelling evidence, you know, of this event. So we at WSO have started groups. We have over 200 worldwide groups now. And if you're interested in starting a local group or becoming a part of a local group, and the only thing we ask in the local group is that a group leader be available to join people together, not at your home, but on neutral sites or online chat rooms, things like that, to just have local people that you start to get to know. And then if you decide you want to, you know, be more involved and participate in the WSO organization, great. But mainly what we're looking for is to help you. And we've got people already all over the world joining the groups,
But we also have many landowners, very, very generous landowners around the world that are starting to say that they were going to open their land and things like that. So our whole idea is to try to help as many people, prepare as many people for this event as possible. And so if you're interested, just use the email showing james@wsoworldwide.com in order to join a group or start one. And if you want to send materials, olson.stevend@gmail.com. And then obviously we need your help. This thing's growing really fast. I have a staff already now of about 5 people that are all volunteers. And these are people that are, that I really feel like we need to start to get a staff going where we can depend on them full time, things like that. And this thing's growing really fast. And so I'm asking for you to, if you can, if it does not harm you financially in any way, shape, or form, to please consider a donation to the ministry. And we really appreciate your help. We're not trying to make a profit on any of this, and it will all be used with integrity. God bless you, and have a wonderful July 4th weekend. Bye.